Alright, hey guys, my name is Vapid2323. I am the admin of Vapid Flats, and we have a single player, a survival multiplayer and a classic server. You can also find us at vapidflats.com. So today I wanted to talk about Cuboid. Now that's a command that you're going to find in MCLawl servers. There's also variations in the other different pieces of software out there that people use for the servers. But today that's what we're going to talk about. Cuboid, what does it do for you? Well, it builds blocks in a rectangle, square, cube type format, and it builds them really quick. And there's a lot of different variations on the Cuboid that we can go ahead and do, but let's just start with the most basic. So in our little world here, I made a little training world here for us. We're going to go ahead and start with the most basic. We're going to go ahead and do we'll bring up the chat window, and then we're going to do Cuboid just by itself. And we're going to pick the block that you want to use. I'm just going to use stone real fast. And I'm going to build a block by right-clicking, and I'm going to come back here and build a block by right-clicking again. And now I have a Cuboid, or a sheet of blocks, one layer thick. Alright, well that's really helpful, but you could have done that one by one, you know, if you just go through, you can just keep adding them. What really comes useful is the fact that Cuboid can make, well, cubes. So Cuboid, oops. I'm going to go ahead and destroy this block. Now, if you notice, I'm actually, every time I do this, I'm going to go kitty corner to the starting place. I'm going to pick the other side, okay? And that's important because we're creating a three-dimensional structure in space. So I click, I'm going to destroy this block because I want that Cuboid to start here. And on this end, I'm actually going to build a block on top. I don't really need to destroy this last one because I already got this bottom layer. No real reason to do that. So I'm just going to go and right-click on the top one. And you can see it laid 188 blocks for me automatically. Now, this particular version of the Cuboid is solid, and that's important to point out because there's versions that aren't solid. Let's go ahead and just make another one, Cuboid. Oops. And this time, I'm going to use a command, an extra command, that's going to tell the Cuboid to act a little differently. In this one, I'm going to do wire. Okay? I'm going to right-click here, and then I'm just going to go over to right around here and just right click again. And you can see that this time it built just the outline of the cube and not made it solid. So this could be pretty useful, I guess, if you're, I don't know, making a house or something, you want really gigantic windows. I'm not sure. There's a lot of different a lot of different structures that people build, and you're going to find a use for this at some point, I guarantee it. The next one I'm going to do is Cuboid. Let's do hollow. You could probably make some assumptions of what hollow is going to do for us, but I'm going to go ahead and make it anyways. And alright, we look like we got a nice big block here. Let's go ahead and just dig in there a little bit. And you can see that we have a nice box. And it's pretty much an instant house. So it's a really, really quick way to build a house. So let's see what else. Now, I've been coming up with these, different variations on the Cuboid command, but where did I learn this? I just went ahead and went /help and Cuboid. And that will give us these different variations. We've got solid, hollow, walls, holes, wire, random. So let's talk a little bit. We're only 4 minutes into the video, so I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit more about the advanced things you can do with Cuboid. The first thing is, well, let's just show you what the shortcut is for this command. A lot of people do Z, and that is a shortcut to do Cuboid. They're the same exact thing as, you could do /Cuboid or you could do /Z. They're the exact same thing. And then what I'm going to do is select a block type. So I can go in here and type in stone. And this is going to go ahead and set the Cuboid. Regardless of what I'm using to build, I can right-click, and it will build it in stone. Now, this is useful because you know, we can hit B, and we've got a lot of block types here, but if you've played the game for a little while, you know there's blocks that aren't in here. So we have a way of getting access to those by using this block selector, I'll call it that. So Z, let's do this, air. Okay, so Z air. I'll click here and click here. Well, it just made all those go away. So you can do some pretty cool things. So let's do this. I'll do a Z air. And I'll click here, and we're just going to click over here. And what this is going to do is take a chunk out of this building really, really fast. So, I mean, you could come up with a few different ways that this might be useful. You know, it's a pretty cool command. It's got a lot of different functionality. So hopefully this was a useful video for you. And thanks for watching. Again, come see us, vapidflats.com, or you can go into Minecraft's classic server, Vapid Flats, or our SMP server as well. Thanks.